Audience. Audience on Jack. So no Ancestral Hall Jack. He's going to do like... I mean, he's still got a couple more cities, but he's going to sim right now and get his Acropolises up. And his amphitheaters in some cases. He's getting a campus up as well. Doesn't have a lot of good campus sites, so he's going to have to get them up early and get the libraries and universities built to get his tempo that way. Stonehenge down here. Hanging Gardens over here. Scythia went Divine. So he basically went the China full package here. No more evangelizing so far. Scythia, Monumentality. He's actually going to play Free Sim. Destoria is going to go Colosseum into Oracle. Maybe chop out Wonders in all the cities. Play a little China roleplay. Got another city up here. Maybe set up some trade routes. Yeah, interesting to see. Look at these tiles, by the way. Like, just disgusting. Man, like he's even got a city here with turtles. Somebody puts a city here. 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles in this city. Gross. Oh, yeah, we never actually looked. Okay, so it actually popped up over here, and it's run into England. So it was able to take a really good look over here. He actually got a warrior over here. This warrior has basically swam all the way through here. Has gotten a really good look at where England is. This is like incredible intel. Knowing where this setup is, where he's running out of land. Having an eye on all of this is huge. Yeah, this is pretty big. And then the only thing is he's going to need to do some more experimenting and see if he can get one of them to pop up over here in Japan. Because if he can get one of them to pop in this sea, he'll be able to come over here and put pressure on Japan when they're least expecting it. The admirals are all gone. As we mentioned, the fleet went to Japan. And then the +2 movement went to Maori, so that's not much you can do there. The next thing though is going to be where Rajendra is. Rajendra is actually first up. Rajendra is first up, and it's going to be a race, and you're going to see some projecting now. This is a project here. I really want to see projects on Maori. They have more cities. They should get this. He should 100% get this. Expansions happening here. 2 cities, 2 settlers out, 2 more coming. Mostly crappy expands, but you got to settle what you can settle. I really, really, really would have liked to have seen Chuck doing projects in 2 or 3 of his more productive cities. Like, just like these. Any city that's got like 15 production or so. There's 23. That one's 14. What's this city got? 12. Any city that can like 2 or 3 turn a project, get like 3 projects and go get Rajendra. Would have been beautiful. They do know every opponent location now. Yes, they've seen this whole coastline here. They've seen all of this where Japan is. They've seen this coast here, and then obviously where this is. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. He almost lost that city. Wow. And now he'll go kill that city. And then he could resettle it and build a campus. The builders are out here. The improvements are going up. You can see the farms coming in here. It's going to be pretty gross. And then he'll put in his ziggurats. Why do they do projects? Because they don't have anything else to do. Sometimes they make a choice to do projects instead of like more units or whatever. It's I don't know. I can't have an answer for that really. It's just an algorithm thing. Oh, this galley is going to be a pain in the ass. He needs to come back here and protect his city. Where's Jack going on the tech tree apprenticeship? So he's not going bottom tree. He's going to have trouble if he doesn't... although maybe... I don't know. What's Japan going to do for tech tree? Yeah, he's gone top tree for the most part. He's coming back for irrigation. But he's going to get into buttress. They need to put pressure on him on the land. If they don't put pressure on him on the land and he can go free top tree, Jack's going to lose that city. And then eventually he can get, well, battleshipped anyway. So Coliseum Oracle down, audience going up. It's free Sim City for Scythia. Good stats, 4175. Obviously, a big part of that culture is just a really nice. Well, it's a 4-city. It's actually only a 4-city setup on the Coliseum. Yeah, a couple of projects on Maori, or maybe even just one, but 2 projects for sure gets it done on Rajendra. He's in the lead now, just barely, but one project, whoever decides they're going to do a project gets Rajendra. Faith per turn, yeah. So 80 on MJK, 72 on Destoria, and 75 on Proppy. MJK sitting on 4 cities, going audience. He is going to actually get this settler out. He's got a couple horses and an archer. He's going to want more units, though. I'll be honest with you. This is scary. There's a lot of war carts here. The war carts are going to come up this way and probably take down Atusas, I would imagine. But archers... crossbows, 50 science on De Vries. If I was Ethiopia, I was MJK, I would be a little bit nervous about this forward settle. He's going to lose this unit. He loses this unit either way, because if he puts it here, the war cart kills it. If he puts it here, the archer kills it. Oh no, he had the horse. He brought the horse over. Nice move. So he settles this city, but he needs to get more units out. What's his culture? 40? He's going to want to get to, obviously, his Grandmaster's Chapel and be able to feed units into these chokes. I don't mind this settle in terms of being able to, have a forward location to hold. But he's going to need units, and a couple horses is not going to do the trick if he comes with crossbows. And at 50 science, I can't imagine... that De Vries is too far away. He's actually got military tactics. He's going to be able to go... He can have crossbows anytime he wants. He could do a men-at-arms crossbow push.
Normal heart, normal heart, normal heart, normal heart.
Project for a general. And do a men-at-arms crossbow push here that would wreck anything that he's got right there. It would just wreck him hard. Ranger... 43 months. Let's go. The chokes are going to help him a lot, Red Rum. The chokes are going to help him a lot. MJK is trying to prepare for knights. Jack keeps asking for gold. Oh. Yeah, like that would annoy the crap out of me. to be entirely honest with you. If I was frontline protecting your ass, and somebody who's begging for gold, I mean, I can see why he needs. He's set up here. He's trying to get gold set up here to protect his cities to Japan. But I can see that part. But I'm surprised he hasn't made a push. Maybe the settler comes south. Actually, it's not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, settle 7. It's only a 7-turn move to this elephant. He's got this protected here. I actually like this settle a lot. He could deny the fish. Mr. BBS give Tundra City State. Oh yeah, he didn't have a City State takedown because it's Tundra. Which admiral is this? Where to go? Oh, he sent it back. It's Ulysse. What's that one retiring to? I'm not sure. Ulysse. That's the fleet admiral. Ulysse is the fleet admiral. By the way, the Rajendra went to, so that was just poorly done. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. Maybe they don't care, but it could have been denied easily by just running a project, and they just let him back into it. Oh, I called it, folks. DeVries crash turn 46 lasted longer than I would have expected. Yeah, this city just dies. And then I would get a settler up and resettle it and throw down the +6 campus, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't get the Warlord's Throne, to be honest with you. I don't get it. Because he's got 8 cities or 7 cities, and he could get an 8th, and he can go Ancestral Hall and get 6 or 8 more. But the biggest thing is if he just got audience and out-simmed, got his stats up, Warlord's Throne is going to let him spam units, but even if Warlord's Throne spams units and starts to take this down, by the time he runs through these chokes on Ethiopia, who won't be all that far away from Grandmaster's Chapel, to be honest with you, and he's getting his faith up. He's getting his shrines and temples built in all these cities. He's going to be perfectly fine holding this, and then Jack just comes in behind him, and you have to have that eventuality in your mind. He what? Oh no! Why you do? Oh, maybe to protect. Like that's not worth. I mean, this city is still amazing, but why? Oh, the AI moved it because he got booted. Yeah, there you go, General. There, I'm like, there's no way anybody in their right mind, let alone a good player, would do that. So he'll just swap these back and forth here. Yeah. Oh shit. He said plus. Oh, he has lots of time though. Jack is AFK. I don't want to step in here, but I kind of feel like I should tell him that the AI moved his generals or his admirals. Neither of those. His governors is who they moved. Yeah, 4-3 sugars, 5-4 farms, 4-4 farms. The ziggurats coming in hot. Edamanaki. It's kind of cool too because the ziggurats kind of have a similar look and feel to the Edamanaki, so it's kind of really nice. Once he does, they'll ask for a relobby. Once who does what? Edamanaki is his... I don't know, is it? Is that the whole thing? I don't know the story behind it. It would make sense. So Edamanaki is a specific ziggurat? Like a specifically fantastic ziggurat? Okay. It makes sense that that's the case then. So they've unpaused. Yeah. Well, MJK switched to Uluri. It's on him to switch it. It's on him to switch it. It's his fault that... I mean, it's not his fault, but he's the one who disconnected. And he said he said plus, he needs to see that he needs to do that. It's if he misses it and it goes a few turns, it's on him. It's his responsibility. You can't re-lobby because of that. He has every opportunity right now to do it. Jack is feudalism. He's actually done it, and he's on civil service now. So you can see the builders coming now. Every city he can, he's getting 5 charge builders out. Gonna go chop. We'll see what he does with governors. Maybe he doesn't ever move it, but he's kind of chopped everywhere anyway. If he ever throws a city up here, he can move it up there and go chop, and then stick the last one in here. That's probably what I would do, honestly. But he's probably out of promotions because he's got 4 of them in. Yeah, every turn that goes by... Yeah, so he's missed this now. Every turn that goes by, it goes 1 turn away from being able to put it back. So if you switch a governor, and then 2 turns later, you decide you want to put it back where it was, or in this case, it gets switched for you, then it's going to take 2 turns to get it back in. If you switch it back, it takes 2 turns. So it basically counts back up the way it counts down. So if it's out for 5 turns, it's take 5 turns to get it back. If it's out for 3 turns, it takes 3 turns to put it back. And he simply has missed that. So he needs to discover it. He's getting some pillages off in here. Still doing projects instead of building walls or units, so that's going to be an easy kill. Another settler out, and he's sending it north somewhere. I'm guessing he wants to settle this. The only reason to settle this city instead of this city was if he wanted to settle something over here as well. My guess is he wants to settle he can settle like this on the fresh water and go chop. There's a decent campus or something, I don't know. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Oh wait, no, Ethiopia. It's on castles. Sorry, who's this on Divine Right? Oh, that's Poland is on Divine Right. So he's got his UU in 4. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 pre-builds, and he's got more pre-builds coming, and he's got it in 4. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't imagine any world in which Jack shouldn't have settled this already. Not to mention, Jack has... Jack is out in left field. He has craftsmen, and there's 3 horses in this city. 2-3 base with 3 craftsman horses and some all good tiles to work. I guess he's worried about being frigated. But, I mean, he's on the coast already. Where is he? He's going military. So he's going bottom tree. I don't know what his plan is for beating caravels when Japan gets there in 2 turns. Now, there's not a lot of pre-builds. He's got 4, 5. He's going to have 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to have about... probably 10 or 12, maybe 10 pre-builds, maybe 12 pre-builds, depending if he chops. And caravels will just demolish all of this. He's got a harbor placed. He's got... Oh, by the way, I didn't even see these. I didn't even think about... I mean, I saw them. I didn't even think about them until now. He's going to have really big campuses out here once they're built. But Japan caravels are going to absolutely crush his world if... there's no answer. Oh, Murray going in there. It's full free sim on Chuck. I don't know Jack's plan here. Like, he straight up loses this city. He just straight up loses it. Did he discover the purple CS? Which purple CS? Vilnius? Doesn't look like it. No, the other guys have got one each in it. It's the only purple CS, and they have not discovered it. It's in the pocket for Hansa right now, and in particular on Khmer. By the way, I haven't looked at Khmer in a while. Let's see his setup. He was able to go coastal because of England. They'll get traders set up here. Non-fresh was an interesting choice there. Yeah, he's going to settle this. So he's got basically a setup that I was thinking he would probably do. What's he doing? Theater setup. Jack's on 59 science and 92 culture. If I was DeVries, I'd be looking at those numbers more than I was looking at MJK's. Japan stuck on 4 cities, I feel like is... I mean, he didn't have a lot of other options, I suppose. This actually felt like a really good city. Why didn't settle this? There's a turtle. There's a 3-2. Like, why not get more cities out? I would have liked to have seen a 4th city here... Or, sorry, a 5th city here. And then... I mean, he couldn't really do anything here. I would have loved to have seen at least one more city here. It would have been worth it to invest in a 5th city, I feel like. What's his Gov Plaza audience? Oh, he hasn't built it yet. Is that placed? No, that's not it. So you can't even tell what he's choosing. So, a little bit of constructive criticism here for Japan. I would have liked to have seen at least one more city. 100%. Down in here. Potentially even 2 more cities. Because he could have settled the city like here as well. 2-2 base, working some good tiles. Get to like 6 cities if you can. He even could have come over here. Like, honestly, he could have like come over here and settled some cities. Like, he's in a situation where he's going to be able to punish Jack, I think. But he's got to... Like, what's his relevant position at this point? If you're going to sit on 4 cities and Caravel push 1 city. Like... Yeah. He went free ink, but he's got less science than Jack does. Because he only went 4 cities, and that means 4 harbors. Which means, like, 16 science. Meanwhile, Jack is getting campuses up and simming out of his mind. The Ormos are coming. DeVries is optimistic with the catapult, but I don't believe he is aware of the burr that will be the Ormo. He's going to need to get, like, the catapult. So he's got serious plans. He's chopping out catapults for days. Satusa dies next turn, probably. If they'd have built walls, that could have ruined his life. If he'd have built walls instead of doing that project, he would have been so upset. He has switched this back. He made the switch eventually. He put them back where they belonged. I don't know why he didn't put maybe Pingala. Oh, that's going to be pop 5 soon anyway. It's a lot of catapults, and the catapults will not hold up well against Oromo cavalry. Those are almost one-shots. So, tech-wise, he's on military tactics. So he's 2 turns on machinery. He still hasn't finished military tactics. He kind of filled out... Oh, he came back and filled out the middle here a bit. He still doesn't have apprenticeship. A little bit of an unusual tech direction, I feel. I mean, he can go get machinery and upgrade. What's the gold going to be like? I'd imagine there's a lot of gold. Actually, not that much. White Rabbit again, only 4 cities means you only got 4 harbors for adjacencies. Last moving in. Last moving, first moving. It's going to be a lot of dead units here. He's going to have 3 more to promote there. MJK's on negative gold. The team as a whole, though, is making pretty good money. Chuck, in particular, is making lots of money for him. Like, literally just going pop. Like, he could use a city or 2 here, actually. He could actually potentially get a Liberate here. He could potentially see a Liberate coming in. Yeah, Warcard's getting one-shotted because he has a general as well, right? Oh, wait, no, this is... Well, that's Sun Tzu, so those won't actually impact these. Or will they? What? Are Oromo... medieval? Oh, Oromo are medieval. Oromo are medieval. Yeah, he could... I would say you liberate Cahokia for the Diplo favor. And then maybe you try to keep this. If you bring enough here, I don't know how De Vries... Like, De Vries' units are all over here. He doesn't have... He's not on knights yet. Like, he's in a bit of trouble. That's for sure. He's going to get a Men-at-Arms up. That's going to help the city strength a little bit. But that's the only one he's got. He can potentially upgrade this, but he's going to run out of money. The team as a whole is making about 100 a turn. They do have a fair amount, but that means there goes your Caravel upgrades. If you give it all to De Vries to defend, you can kiss your Caravel upgrades goodbye on Japan. Be interesting to see how he plays this for war moves. He's essentially said no more. They've essentially said no more gold for you, MJK. So you've got 5 and then 3 horses coming. He is going to have Grandmaster Chapel in 4, at which time he will be able to 112 a turn. He'll be able to buy a couple more and send them in for reinforcements. But your Cav pre-builds or your Knight pre-builds are going bada bing. Yeah, plus it's a really good city. Walls in 2. Walls in 2 is big. This city probably gets killed if he doesn't have lime. If he gets limes in, and maybe that does have. No, I can't have limes in at that much reduction. But yeah, this is a big hit to De Vries by not being ready for this. We'll see how he does. This is a really nice push by MJK. I'm surprised they're not investing a little bit more. If they invested a little bit more money as a team in here, maybe Chuck gives them a couple more 100, gets a couple more Ormos to, like, another wave, and then the Grandmaster Chapel wave. I heard some promotions. Okay, so Caravel's here. I don't know how Jack defends this. Jack's got Buttress in 2. He doesn't. He'll get this boosted from. Yeah, Chuck's gonna boost that, so he is probably 4-5 turns. His science is pretty good. On 67, his science is pretty good. That he probably. Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. England science, they went pen brush. They went pen brush because they're on free sim over here. So they weren't in a race. By the way, look at these tiles. They went on free sim over here because they weren't in a race for Caravels. They did a Rapa Nui takedown, but yeah, they just went pen brush for free sim because they were in a Well, yeah, that's not Freeze 20. Yeah, I mean, he's got a campus here, but he doesn't have any good campuses to build. He essentially went harbors and commercial hubs. Like he's got a lot of little cities that have just basically built harbors, right? So if you don't build campuses, you're not going to have science this early. He's got a level a pop 5. Oh shit, sorry guys. He is going to be very sad to see those walls pop next turn. I don't think he'll be able to hit through them. This city gets lost.
Hey Norm, I am late again. How's it looking here?
Eddie, late again. By the way, Max, thanks for the follow 12 minutes ago. Ranger, thanks again for 43 months. You are the man. Hope you're doing well. And Eddie Coffin, looking pretty good, buddy. She's looking pretty good. Really good game going. I don't know what the game plan is going to be overall late game. A lot of units coming here. I think you liberate this. I don't think he can hit through those walls. I think the walls will be too strong. 45 strength. I think, yeah, those walls are going to be just in time to save the city. Unfortunately for him. But yes, Elomas, thank you. We're 98 away from 10,000. Eddie Coffin, thanks for the 3 months in the tier 1, buddy. Appreciate it oh so much. Yeah. Not a lot of money left here. All the money's going to De Vries just to live. Japan caravels are on the move. Caravel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Jack's gonna have a hard time here, honestly. Buttress next turn. Cartography maybe 3 or 4 turns after that. Is he getting any more science to give him a bit of a buff? No. Yeah, not fast enough with these campuses. He's gonna have really good stats, but he's probably gonna lose this city. Well, not necessarily. He has... No, you know what? Not necessarily. He builds walls and puts in bastions with Victor and gets a caravel inside. It's okay until frigates, but he's just going to have to worry about frigates at that point. I would say. I'm going to really quickly go get some water. It's like really hot here today, and I'm dry as a bone. I'll be right back. Oh, shoot. Wait. Sorry. This was the spot we want to watch. The walls popped. It doesn't look like he got any hits off. He probably knew. He actually moved and got promos and pillaged away. This city... There it is. Now, does he keep it? I think he probably keeps it because there's not going to be a lot of loyalty because all the main cities are back here. I think he keeps that. He's gonna have Grandmasters to reinforce. I hope he is keeping his faith. Yeah, he's holding on to his faith to be able to buy a couple more units as he comes out here, I think. By the way, 3 turns on Golden. Anybody gonna miss? Chuck needs a couple points. That shouldn't be difficult. Tindra actually needs 5 on Free Sim in 3 turns. I hope he has something planned. White Rabbit is going to probably miss. That's going to be huge. De Vries could miss as well. He's under a lot of pressure. I don't know what he's going to do. Guys. We'll have to see. But De Vries is under trouble. This could be rough right here. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was dying without getting more water. And of course, now they're going to call a break in like 2 seconds. Watch. So he doesn't see... he doesn't see all of this coming. Oh, he's got some pikemen out, so he's actually worried about the flank. He's actually getting pikemen up just to prepare for the flank and protect these chokes so that he doesn't get griefed. He's trying to flank around with one. He actually sees this now. This is well played by De Vries to protect it. He'll probably have to bail, I would imagine. He could potentially make a run through here and do a pillage, but he's going to lose this unit if he's... Yeah, this is probably well defended. But MJK just got so much bang for his buck. He got a city out of it. He forced him to build walls. He's forcing him to upgrade units. He's putting in a governor. He can get a builder and go chop chop. Probably loyalty is going to be fine here. Full loyalty in 5. And then if he misses golden, then he'll be really in good shape. Jack is good on golden. I thought somebody... Oh, yeah, Chuck needed one more point. I'm sure he'll be able to figure that out in the next 2 turns. But a lot of work to do for Goldens on the other side. A lot of pre-builds. Oh, you know what? Does he know... Let me see something here real quick. Does Chuck know... Oh, maybe Chuck knows that one of those spots on Bermuda pops up in here somewhere. It doesn't pop up down here, obviously, because they haven't seen this. But maybe it pops up over here, and he's going to get caravels and jump in behind and flank them. How do you get all those? So he pre-built horses. In high production cities, with maneuver card in, you can build horses in 1 or 2 turns each. So he had 3 or so that he brought forward to help this settler. Oh, by the way, you got another city up here, which is nice. So you just he had 3 or 4. He built 3 or 4 more just before he got the tech, and then put the upgrade card in. Bang, 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 bang. It happens pretty fast. Pre-build the horses, and then pop them into cavalry. And now he's going to drop a forward settle in here. He's going to throw this down right in his face. This is an aggressive move. He's going to need to build units, or buy them, obviously, with faith. He does have Grandmaster's Chapel done. 122 a turn is not huge. It looks like he bought the settler with faith, so that will have costed him. I'm guessing he's got temples built everywhere. He probably needs to get a few more of his unique improvement out, if he can. Maybe he's going to build one here. Oh no, they can't go next to each other, can they? Look at this city. Look at this city. I knew this is eventually... Like, he settled this... It's funny, we were talking earlier about which city to settle first. Do you settle the stone or do you settle here? And Under the Gun was mentioning he would have preferred to see this city over here, which I agree. I think I would have gone here first, especially for the spice and that. Would have been a really good city. But you could see his plan was settle this city and put in Liang and have this city go burr with the volcano tiles, and it's certainly done that. So he got this city up early. It also had a convenient +4 campus, or a cheaper one anyway, to get the +4 campus here. Although, you know what is interesting? If he'd have put the +4 campus from this... Oh, yeah, right here. +4 campus here, then this city could have built their +4, but he had a +3 back here, which is okay also. Actually, he could have put the +4 there for that matter, but he's maybe... I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. 1 turn late on caravels. The walls in 2 turns. He'll be fine there. Really curious to see what the play is here. He's going to have to wait on his upgrades because money is going to be a little tight. Jack's got money and cartography next turn. Yeah. 1 turn. Literally, if he could pop caravels right now, he'd actually be in decent shape. He probably loses all of his units, to be honest. But caravel, walls, bastions... Next turn, we'll take a look at what promotions he has on Victor. I don't know. I don't know why he ended up being a little bit late. some, I don't know. Good first moves getting the caravels upgraded. The fact that these are injured are hurting him. Oh, does he not have an admiral yet? The only admiral he got was the fleet admiral. He doesn't have an admiral yet. And he got denied. Yeah. Coupe went Rajendra. And then England grabbed one. Oh. Wait a minute. One. Yeah, and then England grabbed one, and then he grabbed the trade route one. That worked out amazing for Chuck. So he went and got he got Rajendra at the start and then grabbed the trade route one at the end. So no Admiral Hill really hurts on him. Settler's going to kind of come up here. Still nothing there. Really curious to see what Chuck's play is. Pre-builds in Bermuda just sitting there. More settlers coming, by the way. Gonna get ultra wide. 3 more settlers. He's sitting on 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities. Ooh. Someone going to get canceled. And it's going to be, oh wow, by far, Hansa way behind on favor. Way behind on favor. Somebody gets canceled here. It's not even close. It's like, it's a landslide, in fact. This 38's really hurting them. They might get bottom. They probably win bottom 2. Cancel whoever they want, and then give here as well. I mean, I don't know what the answer is here. I don't know what the answer is for Hansa. I mean, Proppy's on free sim with Khmer, and his stats are kind of poop. Normal age Japan. I mean, how do you stop Chuck and Jack with those stats? England free sim didn't get much done. Japan went 4 cities and then called it a day. Now he's getting settlers out. It's too late. It's simply too late, I think. Disappointing. I would have liked to have seen a nice long match. I haven't done a cast in like 4 or 5 days. Would have been nice to do a nice cast for you guys. Something lasting longer than 3 or 4 hours. Monarchy gains. Victoria got canceled. And they actually went all in on Proppy in game 2. So I guess Proppy gets his culture up and tries to build the wonders? Proppy's at 5. Did he build Mahabodhi? Not yet. I mean, Diplo is the only thing I could think of that they would have a chance at here. Is... Yeah. Get your Diplo favor game in order. Build the wonders, stay alive. Well, it's all about the culture though, right? It's whoever gets to there first. Because if Jack can't build it, if he doesn't have a tile to put it on, and Maori's culture is terrible. Well, not terrible. 48's fine, but it's behind Proppy. If Proppy on free sim, there's Mahabodhi thrown down. Called that. So Victoria got canceled. Monarchy got a bonus slot, which is typically what happens because everybody likes Monarchy. And then Jaiverman gained 2. So Proppy's up to 2. He's at 5 points. If he can build this, he'll be at 7. If he can build Potato first, he's at 8. If he can build the only thing is he's got a city here. So this city here is actually really good. He could put Magnus in here and chop it out as well. He's got a number of chops. He could put Magnus in here quite easily and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chops towards building it. And he could get there first, I would think, with his higher culture. So he could potentially get this done. Were Hansa behind from the starting cities, or did they get outplayed after? Starting locations are very important. There's very often situations... Oh, he did get a unit in here. And he's getting griefed. The pikemen are nice, but without, like, crossbows to just ding this thing down, or walls and crossbows would take care of this much faster. If he has first moves, he just pillages and runs away and hits a farm up. For food. And, of course, there's lots of farms to go around. He needs to put limes in to get these walls up. Sorry, guys. I didn't have much lunch, and I'm kind of a little peckish. Just wanted to get a little bit of sugar. So he's holding this off quite well. The Caravel fleet can hit pretty hard, but you don't hit hard enough. I mean, he could slowly wear him down if he did the right moves. I think Jack settles here and just goes crazy chop chop. If he has one extra governor promotion, he'll move Magnus to this city and throw any governor in here. He'll need a governor promotion to do it. He is getting wider with a city here. I still can't believe he hasn't brought a settler down here. If he doesn't settle that, like... Yeah, they restored Liang. I think they noticed the turn after. So there you go. Got the pillage off and got away to another hill. He does... Oh, this horse? That horse is hit. He needs to... Oh, well, look at this. He could actually come over here, take the builder that I think this builder just improved this farm. He's going to come over here, take this builder, and eat the farm, and go up in health. And then he could swing around the outside and go. He actually could continue to grief here if he does the right moves. This is the power of faith civs, religious civs being able to get Grandmaster's Chapel and just buy units and just stack units in here. I mean, he's bringing more, but these war carts aren't going to do a whole hell of a lot. The team as a whole, with him canceled, I mean, they're making what, like 100 gold a turn, 110 versus 360, 370. Yeah, with Vicky getting canceled, because Vicky was their moneymaker and is not making nearly as much anymore, of course. I want to keep an eye on the techs here. Guilds next turn. Diplomatic service. So he's slightly ahead on... Let me just see real quick what everyone's done. He's doing guilds. So he's done all the way to there and all the way to there. So he's actually slightly behind overall because Chuck is actually on Diplo service. But maybe, and he has actually done this. So he's actually slightly ahead despite being behind on culture. And he's got everything but Earn a Great Merchant boosted all the way to civil engineering. So that's the big race right now, is Proppy getting set up to build statue. Now, I will say this. I saw an industrial zone going down. Oh, volcano went burr. I saw industrial zones going down. There was one here. Was it just the one? Oh, no, there's one here as well. It's not built, though. If he can get the industrial zones built, he could project a wonder to do it. I don't know if I've seen any industrial zone action over here. Okay, so he'd have to project through the first one, unfortunately. But yeah, he could potentially make a play on that. The other thing too is he needs to set up to get it built quickly. If he's thinking ahead, I hear improvement or upgrades. I think that might be Maori caravels. This campus gets built, but he needs to get set up potentially to move Magnus into this city to go and have builders ready to go chop. Oh, he already actually used up this. This was a chop here, and he just chopped something and mined it. So he's using up some of the chops that he could have potentially used on a Statue of Liberty, because that's their out right now. Is everybody stays alive pretty easily, and so you try to win Diplo, but you got to get something to put together. He has pushed in here. He did some last move, first moves, and killed some caravels off. That's not a surprise. But Jack, that city with Victor. By the way, we're going to check that as well. See which promotions you put on Victor, if any. Yeah, he has all the way to Garrison Commander on here, so that gives him extra strength. And he'll have bastions in as well. This city won't die. Even at frigates, it'll take a while. He's going to have trebuchets to help out. So, not bad. So, interesting here. I don't know why he does this. Why not move Magnus for 5 turns into here, go chop, choppity, chop, chop, chop on all of this, and just let a Liang establish in the capital? Because it doesn't really matter where Liang is at this point. You've got a high pop Pingala, which is the only thing that really matters. And then your Moksha's on a pop 7 anyway, so. And then Reyna, by the way, Reyna. I wonder how much gold that Reyna is making for him. Few trade routes going right through that city is nice. He's backed off with the trebuchet arrival. Oh! Oh, guys. Oh, guys. I was wondering why I saw... Okay, he's setting up a double... Oh. Did MJK UU survive? Like here? Oh, over here. Shit. No, it looks like he got it taken down. He might have got first moved. He got the pillage off, but I think he got moved. Before he could go pillage and move, he got killed. So it didn't survive. Guys. Guys. Double Canal City. Flank. Caravels. Now, he's got these caravels set up, so he must know where this one goes. My guess is he knows that this caravel, like, pops over here somewhere as well. I don't know. But he's setting this up, so maybe not. Maybe he's setting up these to attack on this front. Because I think the one pops up in here, right? So maybe he's setting up to go this way. And grief this. Maybe a little liberate. Yeah, each tile. So each one of these 3 tiles has a different location, right? So Bermuda Triangle has 3 tiles. Each one of these 3 spots teleports you to a different spot. Yep. Yep. Your death forced Ryu to drink. What? Oh, you guys are talking about... Okay. I really want to keep an eye on this, see what he does. So he still isn't going here, because he knows when he settles this, he needs to be able to defend it. So he needs to have some caravels. Yeah, their money's a little short, although they're making a lot, so he should be okay. He's actually getting frigates set up. Japan is going to be in a lot of trouble here. Japan's bringing frigates. They have the city I was talking about down here set up. This settler can come and settle this. Actually, no, he set it up a different way. But he can set up a couple more cities here, but... And even over here, he's got potential to have expanded much better. The trebuchets are in position. This could be a little bit of trouble for MJK. He is at 162 a turn faith. He's using up everything he's got. He is going to need... He's going to need... Oh, boy. He's going to need bastions. I would, if he doesn't have a governor promotion, ouch. He needs to put, he needs to get a governor promotion. And get bastions in. When is too late to settle cities in multiplayer? I mean, you can settle them late for resources. More caravels. Okay, so he has moved this into position here. I'm assuming next turn he'll settle it and move a unit over. But like most games are settled in the round turn 100, give or take 10 or 20 turns. So there's not much point in settling cities on turn 70 or turn 80 because they're not going to do a whole lot. Oh. So Chuck going to get greeted out here. He did not protect his land, and a horse and a sword are going to just give him a whole bunch of grief because he didn't pre-think. He should have known. Like, he knows Victoria's up here. That's just a misplay. The scout's not... I guess maybe he goes scout and upgrade. Where's his tech? Is he going to get... printing on MJK. A lot of fronts to keep an eye on. Curious about this. 41 strength walls is not big. What's MJK's tech? He's got printing now. muskets. This would be a liberate. He's never bringing a settler. So yeah, I think anything past turn 60, that settler, unless it's a really good settle, after turn 60, I mean, maybe you get a couple of districts up that are relevant, you know, by turn 70, but after that, like after turn 70 especially, it's like, because the thing is that the cost of districts go up the more techs you do. So if you're settling a city that late, the cost of the districts in that brand new city with no population and no setup production is going to be massive. Ancestral Hall makes it a little bit more feasible. If you're going Ancestral Hall, settling turn 70 or 80 isn't too bad. If you get a free 5-charge builder, and then you move that builder immediately, chop out another 5-charge builder. If gold's no object, you can buy 2 or 3 builders. Buy 2 or 3 tiles, and then just chop out a couple districts with your buildings. If you could do that kind of thing, you know, you can settle a little bit later and have Ancestral Hall still be relevant. But if you're settling and then you just settle and start a monument and pre-place a district and just let that city go like you would normally, that city will never have paid for itself. Beamby Town Coupe. So he's not settling this yet, and he moved all of his units away actually. So I guess he's planning on not doing this. And his plan all along was to do this, and I think he just hits through the walls here. This city's scared for its life. This city is chopping out walls with limes. He does have a knight in here. This is pretty heavy strength. He'll need frigates to take a shot at this. He does have some frigates coming. Yeah. So this could be the end of the dream of Proppy building Statue of Liberty anytime soon. The Free Sim Victoria, I mean, stats are getting up there a little bit, but like again, like shipyards are coming. But he didn't have to pre-build galleys or do anything like that. It was just complete free sim. The tempo was a little slow. Turn 65 cities. Like I think they just got a little comfortable with, hey, I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm just gonna build settlers all day and just didn't grind out their sim. I think they needed to grind out their sim just a little bit harder here. And now he's gonna be like, I mean, he just gotta build units. He doesn't have cartography yet. He's going to actually get it now. So he was kind of going a little bit bottom tree here. He's actually going to go cartography now without any pre-builds. Like, he should put the card in and get out like 6 or 8 pre-builds here. And then, like, maybe like give him like 2 turns. Like, he's got some time, right? Like, this is a little ways away. He should like switch every coastal city to a galley and delay cartography like 3-4 turns, put the card in and spit out like 8 or 10 caravels, or 8 or 10 galleys that he can upgrade to caravels. Because I mean, he's gonna have to hard build caravels here in 4 or 5 turns, and he's gonna be dead. I don't get it. I don't understand why he's doing that. He needs to get off cartography. Somebody go yell at him. He's got 8 seconds. Trenda! You're screwing yourself. I mean, they don't have a ton of gold. He did get canceled, but they got a little bit of gold they're making here. And you've got no choice. You've got no choice. They got a little bit of gold. Like even upgrade, like even build like 4 or 5 and upgrade them. If he has the like, look at this Caravel. It's 3 turns on a galley now. Wait till next turn. There's gonna be like 8 turn Caravel here, 10 turn Caravel. I mean, in 10 turns, he's gonna be losing cities. He's a little stressed because he's actually a big bully on naval. And he's about to get bullied himself. In fact, he loses this city next turn to a liberate, so he can kiss Congress goodbye next time. And I can guarantee you that this Mohammadi, which did he? Oh, he's actually stopped building it now. It's only under construction. He stopped building it, but I would guarantee they're gonna use their city up in here is actually really good as well. But why settle it now? Like, this city. Oh, by the way, this city to get raided. This city I saw was in trouble for sure. It just didn't have the city strength. The trebuchets were going to just tear it down, and he was coming with knights. It was just going to be rough. He did get a musket up to kind of push back a bit here. So, I mean, just a line of units here, but yeah, De Vries going. See, he went Warlord's Throne. They spit out a lot of units, but he could have got so much better sim going. And I mean, how do you stop Jack at this point? I mean, he's already finished. He's already got fleet of his own now. He's on civil engineering in 3. The Liberate occurred in here. This city is going to be saved by walls for a minute, but there are frigates in the area that will not save it. This city is exposed on 3 sides. Like, he guaranteed lose these cities because there's no way that Trinda can survive. There's no way that Trinda can. I mean, he's just going to go frigates, I guess, if they have the Niter, but that's even more expensive upgrades, right? I mean, like, this city's essentially will be dead before it builds that Caravel. He's going to upgrade this Caravel, but I mean, it's 1 Caravel. It's going to get wasted. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a classical up, right? He's literally just the best unit he's got is a sword. Oh, look at this. The frigate and the scout actually took care of that horse pretty quick. That was nice. Nicely done. Big gold trade routes. By the way, we haven't looked. I feel bad, Astoria. Down here on Free Sim, he's actually going to deny Mohammadi. Proppy was building it and decided to turn it off for the university, and it's going to get denied. So you can kiss that goodbye. Well played by Astoria. He's actually just going straight up Free Sim, theater squares, and having a fun Free Sim. Building Machu Picchu, of course. He's already built a relatively average Colosseum, or below average Colosseum even. He built the mausoleum down here. He's playing a China roleplay. He's got Oracle, and he did a Stonehenge into a China roleplay for stats. What's his stats at, by the way? Not bad. $115, $108. I mean, he's literally out simming the crap out of Victoria, and Victoria is a lot better sim civ than Scythia is. So, and yeah, theater squares all around. Easy clap. Hubbity. Oh, by the way, I wanted to check. So, Defender Khmer. So, a bit of a denial even from allowing Ethiopia to get it, but it's not too big a deal. Spy coming here. The intelligence agency is coming here, so they're going to be able to spy to counter each other's spies. Encampment training to try and get a general up. Frigates are coming. He's going to have to do something with this frigate, though. Because the frigate's just going to pop in the city. He's got to move something out. Unless he, like, moves this caravel here and this caravel here and keeps the frigate in the city or something. And then this city's going to have another caravel pop out. Like, he's going to try some sort of counterattack. What's Japan's plan down here? He's trying to sim up some. Intelligence agency next turn. Apadana. Mausoleum. And then the Mahabodhi got built. He's going foreign ministry. You just gotta love this free sim. Look at all the trade routes. Just trade routes everywhere. Just making so much gold. Look at that. MGK minus 29, no worries. They're making 400 between the other three. So one caravel here. He does have a admiral. He's got some quadrems. 5 turns square rigging. Looks like he's just going to jump in here and settle a city. So he's... Oh, look at this, by the way. Look at these tiles. This is god tier land for Mapuche. Or, sorry, Mapuche. For Coupe. Maybe even a forward operating for upgrades eventually. What's his science at? 202. He's steam power in 2. And then he upgrades... Oh, Pog. Oh. Prepare for GG's, boys. Yeah, it's just been... Hey, thank you very much, Hemlock. Gifted a 1-month tier 1 sub to Corny. Yay, Corny. Corny didn't come and cast with me today. He must have been a busy boy. Didn't want to come and love us. Yeah, it has not been a good sim. There's been some free sim situations and no one's really had a good sim. I mean, even Propia, who's a really good player, really good simmer, just no stats. He's spammed a bunch of archers. I don't know what the play is there. But yeah, frigates, ironclads. He settles this city, makes ironclads next turn. Or this turn. Did he get it this turn? Oh, he actually got it this turn. GG's. The ironclads are just gonna melt. He just went ahead and bought the tiles. He bought the tiles so he could upgrade them. That's how much money they've got. I mean, yeah, Bermuda is a huge and the thing is they knew ages ago that they had Bermuda Triangle access because they discovered units from Maori coming up through here. They had to have known ages ago that this was a possibility, and they did not prepare for it and get the science and stuff up. Like, these frigates are just going to get absolutely rickrolled. Look at that. I mean, these could be one-shots here. Yeah, I know. I guess they tried them all out and they all came over here somewhere. So this is just a stalemate here because of all the It's just a science stalemate, and the trebuchets keep him from being able to actually push in. He can't even heal, obviously, so he's just sitting here injured. Eventually, there'll be more units than he can kill, and Jack will just bop him with Caravel fleets. Because they'll be full health versus injured. Jack keeps getting his science up here. He's at a $131. This is essentially a stalemate here. They straight up lose Diplo, by the way. 8 turns on Era. Nobody... Oh, actually, Gandhi on... So, Destoria... I always read Gandhi. Destoria, already Golden Age locked up with the Wonder Spam Free Sim. Chuck's got a shot, maybe. I don't know what prop he's going to do. But, I mean, there's so many more things to worry about at this point. Alistair, it is essentially a CC waiting room, yeah. Yeah, like, I wouldn't even be surprised now that the Ironclads have shown up. I would not be surprised if they just be like, okay, GG, guys. Like, he's backing out. He's trying to get a harbor shipping project out. He needs walls. I mean, look at this city. I mean, what are you going to do? He's trying to get some units built. No pre-builds. Trying to get some frigates, but he just dies here. I got to work, Mr. Spectator, on your own Golden Age. You are way back in there. Oh! Yeah, I know. I'm going to be double Dark Age. Total slack. Total slack. I'm so sad that Jack didn't settle this. And he's got 2... Oh my god. He has... How many does he even have up, by the way? He has the... whatever you call it, Craftsman. He has the horse here. He has the Niter there now. And a couple iron. But between horse and iron, which are really what it's all about, he has like 4 of them up. 2 are not improved. There was another one over here he could have got from that. Surprised Jack didn't do anything here. Like, he didn't even get a builder to go chop chop. Or something. There it is. We knew it was a CC waiting room.
Face may change throughout the ages.
We didn't even get to see the Ironclads go burr.
History is written
GG's,
from
everybody.
the hand of the victor.
Well played by Ulysse, and honestly, Hansa just got outplayed. Yeah, they just... I don't know.
Actions this day.
There was lots of room to sim, but they didn't get a lot of good simming going.
A glorious tomorrow.
GG's. GG's. Do Hansa sim with their feet? I mean, it was not ideal gameplay. I think a big mistake was letting Coupe get onto this map. Coupe had a really good spawn. Obviously, it was not ideal that they had Bermuda to work with as well. Yeah. Jack had a good sim, but never got to put any use. MJK had made really good use of his position. I feel like audience and a little bit better sim could have come from De Vries, maybe just some more cities and just sim up and try to out sim them and beat them. Like they just went all aggression there, and I don't know what the play was. Proppy had pretty good land, not amazing, but pretty good land. Couldn't really get things going. Yeah, the Japan play. He got the 4 cities, built his harbors. I mean, you got City Patron Goddess. You should be getting cities out, and you could just slam those harbors out. Like you put a city down, you can 3 or 4 turn a harbor early on. Just get cities out. It was just too slow. It was too slow. Let me jump over.
Caravels 2 turns earlier. I fucked up.
Yeah, but it would be an interesting game without Bermuda, though. Kinda broke it. I did 15 archers because I was scared about Crucius.
I saw, yeah, all archers in front of the...
Yeah. I was scared that you just swim Crucius on me.
We kinda agreed that Maori was gonna settle a canal city towards me, so I would be completely fine here, and I didn't really commit that much to the coast until I realized there is no canal city and caravels are coming.
No, I could have made. I was waiting. I had one
but
settler waiting for Canal City.
I mean,
but
now, but he rushed caravels and killed my
Yeah.
tribbles. You went apprenticeship as Maori with no mines.
I went shipyard, and I had to go to apprenticeship.
It's a pleasure to play City support doing face and gold.
Cinquetti City.
260 gold. 300 face.
How about them Kurgans, Destoria? Not bad.
What?
How about them Kurgans?
Yeah, it give a lot of gold for the team.
Yeah,
and some faith.
And not bad
for
on the
rock
faith,
band.
yeah. And then you did a little China roleplay. So, fun time, right?
I do what I can do in my position.
Yeah. So quiet. Jack's muted himself just as I was going to ask him a question. He didn't settle the elephant, and he didn't improve his horses with his pantheon being caught up craftsman. I was going to bug him. He had a 2-3 elephant settle with tons of chops and hills and 2 God of Craftsman horses. 3 God of Craftsman horses. Just left it there. That was sad.
How good was that Antonomachy though?
Oh, the De Vries, that city is just absolutely glorious. The AI just switched your governors again. But yeah, just glorious at Amanaki with the ziggurats boosting everything. Like, that city is just turbo broken.
3 1 tiles. Nice.
Oh yeah, like 6 4s, 5 4s,
yeah,
4 3s. Just gross. Yeah. Well, actually more than that, because the Yang's out. There were 6 5s. Yeah, there were 6 5s and 4 5s and 4 4s. Just nuts. Yeah, it was a nice setup. It was a nice takedown on Cahokia. Yeah, good momentum. I was surprised you went Warlords, De Vries. I thought maybe you might go either Audience or Ancestral and just spam out a bunch more cities. You still had a bunch of land you could have settled. Because
I never go Ancestral, and I wanted to go kill MGK.
Yeah, well, the thing is you had such good tempo, and I felt like even if you had gotten the better of MJK, by the time he got through those chokes and killed him, Jack was on complete free sim, and he would have gone and want fascism and tore right through you because he was just complete free sim. So that's why I kind of thought maybe if you had tried to sim with Jack and keep something alive, and then maybe if Japan could have done something on the coast with Jack and slowed him down. I don't know. I'm not sure what the play was. Obviously, it was brutal. Bermuda, he literally, I don't know if you mentioned it, the settler and the warrior were literally on the Bermuda Triangle on turn 1. They're like right above it. And so he knew it was there, and then he had really good settles, and it was an interesting game to watch. It was a fun game to watch because of the Bermuda Triangle, but it put in a tough spot because England was free sim and was kind of, that's what I wanted to ask, by the way, because you guys obviously saw some of Chuck's units from Maori roaming through your waters. Did you guys put 2 and 2 together that was
No.
Bermuda?
You know
Or?
what I thought? I thought he put it in the one tile choke north of me. He just swim over to the other ocean because he had units there.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is I thought either you knew about Bermuda, or maybe he just jumped out of the water, walked across some land, jumped back in the water, and swam up, and just
that's what I thought.
was doing standard Maori early game scouting, and you just didn't know. And then, so what you guys found out when they showed up at Rapa Nui? Is that when you guys learned?
We were like,
Yeah.
England didn't even. I mean, he didn't have cartography, with what kind of good though, but also he wasn't prepared at all.
Yeah,
my plan on 2 turns. My plan was to go through Bermuda and settle north towards England and kill him very fast. But one caravel popped right on Rapa Nui, so it screwed up the surprise effect.
Oh yeah, because you were just gonna walk it up and then upgrade the ironclads right in his face.
Yeah. I had settlers in my fleet.
But guys, Domboys kill ironclads.
What is it?
That's what I found out. Domboys actually do a lot of damage to ironclads.
Oh yeah?
4 Domboy hits, 1 ironclad did. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. How many of those Domri hits hit that ironclad?
It's 61 against 70, so actually quite good.
So you hit it with 3 of the Domries to take that much damage off?
Yes, that were 3 Domboy hits.
Wow.
But they also minus call
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
never
mind.
I'm about to improve 3 more calls in my land, so it won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, GG guys, I'm out. See you, bye bye.
GG MJK. GG's everybody. That was a good game.
Thank you for the casting.
Yeah, of course.
I think
absolutely.
Where was it?
I think we should have expected the Bermuda, because there were surprisingly suspiciously many warriors of you in our ocean.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of units over there, like a scout and a warrior.
I only had 1 scout and 1 warrior, and the other warriors were Levi from Buenos Aires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yeah,
but still we have to play around. I think if you go into this map, you probably have to expect something like Bermuda, because I saw your city strength, 50 city strength, and we were you are gonna attack with land units on Proppy, but I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's a good point, because you guys kind of knew he was landlocked from both the Japan Sea and from your sea. So it's if he's got that much, if his city strength is 69 or something, then he must have, or 50s or whatever he saw it at. He's either coming with land units, or maybe like you said, you got to kind of predict Bermuda and say maybe he's got caravels coming.
That's why
I would definitely thought that he would go cruises on me, because I had such low size, and I think it would also work if there wasn't a Bermuda.
I could have done everything in this game, I think.
You could kind of tell there is a gibbo where you could look at his fishing boats, look at the gold, you know that he has cartography, and then you can look at the fact that he had extremely low niter, which means he didn't have it for a long time.
Yeah, so he was staying top tree.
We have to play the game against P Patrol, all 3 games this weekend.
Yes. It's gonna be
well, starting now, anytime.
Also, the idea that I asked Chuck to settle that Canal City, so we would kind of pretend that he would go on Japan, and then all those units from Bermuda would catch you guys even more off guard.
Yeah, I saw that Settlers was standing there for a few turns, and it was such a nice play. But then you decided, I was like, maybe he's going to do both. Maybe he's going to go Bermuda and Canal. And then all of a sudden, all the units were gone through the Bermuda, and I'm like, well, I guess he doesn't settle that city now. But
I mean, I kind of screwed up with the caravels, but like, no way Japan can ever do anything to me. So I'm just literally waiting until like I have enough to kill him.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, is he's sitting there in the ocean waiting for you with injured units that aren't healing, and you just kept building more and more caravel fleets, and it's just eventually, like in maybe 4 or 5 turns with some frigates, you just kill him anyway.
I mean, I literally had Ironclad the turn before the next turn before the succeed with Ironclad.
There you go.
So yeah, they just like fleet Ironclad should destroy him.
Mm-hmm. Jack, I wanted to ask you that 2-3 elephant in the south with 3 God of Craftsman horses on it. Why you no settle, man?
Oh, I was gonna settle it, but like I was afraid of it getting frigated. And
that's what I said in the chat. I was like, maybe he's afraid of getting frigated, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I also wanted to settle right under my second city on the coast, but then I checked that Japan went free inquiry, so I turned back and said, okay, I'm most likely he's gonna beat me to caravels, right? And then also had some he pillaged both of my fishes. That was quite annoying.
Yeah.
Thought he would be late on the galley, and I could get that city up north and build a galley to defend it.
Yeah, your timing on the water was just ever so off because you went a little bit top or a little bit bottom tree early, and then it just cost you to being able to settle a couple of really good cities down the south there.
I don't know. I spaced out. I was doing something and I spaced out, and I accidentally started taking construction, military engineering. That's the science which kind of I missed to get caravels in time, even though I completely planned it. I guess I just didn't queue it properly.
Yeah, sometimes that just happens. You get on autopilot, right? And
yeah,
you know, spent the last couple days playing medieval war games, and your brain's gone to mush. And I also wanted to ask you real quick, when you settled that city 1-800 D's nuts, I was considering the idea of having you put Magnus in that city, with like I think there's like 8 chops in that city or something like that.
Yeah, I know, but
and then put like another, and then you put Liang.
A lot of them were not heals. A lot of them were not heals.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Like then I kind of wanted to keep Magnus in my capital for audience to just like don't want to lose that 5 turns. It kind of sucks losing 5 turns of that.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I thought you were gonna go ancestral, but then
I was gonna, but like MGK said that he needs space north, and
it was a little bit tricky.
Space. I can't really go through because Johannesburg. I mean, blocking it, like ideally, I would want to kill a city state like on Johannesburg spot and then settle to the west, but also chucked, pinned everything besides behind, underneath the Johannesburg. So I just realized I can't really go more, even though I had so many woods. Like I really wanted to go ancestral and just like chop settlers for days.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go ancestral chop for sure.
Yeah. If I went ancestral there, first of all, my my last expanse wouldn't be so terrible because of a free builder, and then also like I would have such a huge value, but just like not enough space to justify it.
Especially since when you went to start the audience, you already had 6 settlers out, or 6 cities and another settler out, or something like that.
I mean,
at that point, I'm like, it's not much value in it. He probably has to go audience, and sure enough, he did.
I mean, that's how you usually decide. If you want to go ancestral, you don't really want to go for a 4th settler before ancestral, kind of will have an effect. Otherwise, like you start losing value.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you build a 4th city and it just builds a builder, it's gonna be basically the same as like delaying it and getting ancestral, and that settler gets a free builder and just start chopping right away your district.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Maybe even slower.
Yeah, it's so nice having that free builder right out of the gate, especially once you get to feudalism. 5 charges, you can have your first district and your monument all built. You can even chop out a second builder, and like you just go to town in those cities. With
all right, yo Norm, thanks for the cast.
Yeah,
Jack.
For sure.
Guys, one more question. What did you think when we said we sub in Debbie's? Or when you
Yeah, I
pick Gigamesh?
want to know.
Oh,
I was
dude,
wondering
there is
about why you picked, because I was like, because as soon as you drafted Gilgamesh, I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't see DeVries in the lobby. And then then you subbed him in, and I was like, oh. So question, was that on purpose, or was that like late home from work?
On the banning phase, I said let's ban Sumeria. They told me no, Devils don't play. I said they still gonna pick it, but I didn't ban because they didn't want, and finally you pick it.
And MGK was the most depressed about Sumeria. All 3 games he was like super sad and saying we're gonna get fucked. I'm about to die to Sumeria, and then the last game he is the one to meet him.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that was on purpose, by the way. No, it was all planned.
Yeah, was it unplanned? Okay, I was wondering if, because I even said to chat, I'm like, oh, maybe because I've seen it before where somebody's like, we have to sub. He's gonna be late getting home from work, so can we do the draft this way, and then maybe after half hour he'll get there. But I was like, maybe that's the situation, but just straight up
no, he was there.
a play. Yeah. It was good play, and unfortunately, just a little bit too far away. Kahoki was in a perfect spot for a nice quick takedown, and then a couple quick settlers there. I thought you played that really well, and it was good momentum. But the weren't quite ready for the Oramos. The Oramos were there and just disrupted.
Well, if I just went for either like any medieval unit, let's just say knights, I could have done it. But I wanted to do a full medieval push: trebuchets, pikemen, man-at-arms, knights. And so because I wanted everything, I didn't have something ready for the Oromo timing, and then I just
if you're gone
I think I would eventually kill him, but it would be such a bitch, and Bermuda just wins the game from there. But
yeah, it would have been a yeah, exactly. It would have been a grueling push through those hills, but it was just Jack sitting back there behind fascism, Gorgo, Gober. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It was a great game, and see you guys soon.